So if Saras was now, let's say, 18 years old with the same talent you had back then, would you have as first priority to get drafted and go to the NBA? Obviously, I'm asking that because now NBA teams have much bigger respect, to Europeans and eyeing all international prospects from young ages.
Yes, I believe we still have to accept it that the NBA is the best league, and I wish to all my players to go to the NBA. I wish to all my people around, the coaches, assistants, to be NBA, because this is top. Now NBA has its situations, it has its issues, and we must think about that also. But yes, I wish for everybody to go to the highest level, including myself.
Many, big personalities of basketball are insisting that all the leagues have to have the same rules. You are one of them, big personality. Do you have the same opinion that actually one day will have to be the same rules everywhere?
Yes, I believe so. I believe this is the goal, to be under one governing body. Yeah. And to have the same rules. At this point, European basketball is that situation that it is, and it's absolute disaster. But stuff happens, and this is what we have to deal with. I think we just have to deal with the best in this possible situation. But we all understand that this, FIBA situation with NBA and with Euroleague, it's absolutely ridiculous, and they're going to have to change because there is no other way.
I know you don't like to talk for the future, but I have to go with this one. Do you have in your mind that one day you may establish yourself as a head coach in the NBA, something that didn't happen when you were an active European and international star? I'm asking that because now we have already Mr. Kokoskov as a head coach, and recently Mr. Gherardini, that I respect very much his opinion, said that his prediction is you will be the first one to go there without being in another coaching staff before.
We don't know that. Once again, it's not important for me to work, in NBA, in Australia or in the moon. I mean, you have to work with the people who have the same mentality like you. You have to work with your, with the people who think the same. For me, I don't know. But like I said, as a coach, you depend on so many things, And this is my only thing, to be surrounded every day with the people who thinking normal, who try to improve, who try to think ahead a little bit, and not with the, not to be in a box basically, So it's, I don't know, where's that next thing,
It's something that you would like to do sometime in your career?
Yes, but also I would like to, but it's something that I would not lose my values for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the most important thing. I mean, I would not go to the NBA just say, I did it,
Yeah.
Even as a player, when I went to the NBA, I wanted to fulfill my dream, but also when at the moment I signed the contract, I was going there trying to win. I went to an organization that I thought at that point was ready to win.
Exactly, I got it. So what's your big picture for the Euroleague season, this Euroleague season? We have the sense, it tends to be the most competitive of all times for the qualification to the playoffs. It seems like we have 3 front runners, CSKA, Real and Fenerbahce, and maybe 9 teams from 5 spots. Do you agree with that approach?
Let's say, at this point, maybe it's possible, but I don't care. I don't care what the situation is at this point, really, you really don't have to care, you just have to go day by day, and ultimately you see the months passing and so on. The only worry is to improve the team, try to figure out what's working for us, what's not working for us, and that's it.
The last two, more personal. Can you pick for us the biggest success and the biggest failure of your life so far? It doesn't have to appeal on basketball. It's your choice.
Well, the success is no question. The success is making a family. With and having two biggest kids. Failures. There's always going to be failures. Every year in our profession we are judged on some things. But what is a failure? Not to win a championship or what to do something. It's not really a failure. As long as you give yourself 100%, it's fine. And I learned to accept it. I really pushing myself a lot. I push my players a lot. And recently I've been dealing with the failures or not winning something a lot easier. Because ultimately, if you do something 100%, then it's a lot easier to accept the failures.
What do you regard like failure in real life, like a person?
Well, I mean, it's
Not to try or what?
Yes. I believe if I didn't prepare my team and they on the court look like unmotivated bunch of individuals, I believe that I failed.
The last one, not only you have played basketball over here, but you are married with a Greek woman and you have created a lovely family. So what Greece means to you? Can you describe it in a few words?
It's becoming my favorite country. It's becoming my favorite country. I mean, I even told Anna, last year I said I miss Greece. I miss Greece, but this is life. We can always, we are very lucky to have a good job, but we can always come back to Greece for holidays and things like that. So we spend here a lot of times. Every time we come to Athens, it's a big celebration because if you have a dinner, if you have a coffee in a hotel, there's always coming a bunch of people, and very proud of my friends over here. We have a lot of fun. This is the most important, just to have fun.
Do Greek and Lithuanians have some similar habits in our mentalities, or we're totally different?
I think we are really different. I think we're really different, and I'm very lucky to have experienced both cultures. I'm very lucky to be living my life, a little bit like a gypsy, but it's also helping me to understand from place to place where I go, what to expect, and not be surprised. But when we in Lithuania, we expect one type of behavior. When we in Greece, we expect different type of behavior. Exactly. So as people, we just must adjust to where we are.